Good evening, soldiers. Please allow our cleric entry. Very good. Do what you must, doctor. Do your best to drink the medicine, love. The taste is worth the relief from the pain. If not yourself, then for our sake, we will become engulfed by the curse the longer we stay within your presence. Was there something you wish to share, soldier? Let me ask you this. How do you propose we go about escorting her back to the enchanted grotto while leaving those in our paths unscathed? The curse does not discriminate between noble, commoner, or creature. She cannot be left to reach it alone. Any loose arrow or wild mud could lead to her premature death. She is one of the 3 sacred entities that grace this land. Do you understand the weight of the power that could be lost? Repeat what you just said. Keeping quiet will not save you from this punishment. You cannot take those words back, and every person in this room can act as a witness to your crime. What, you speak of this treason? Do you not understand that? Are you suggesting that my judgment is untrustworthy? What nature wants and what our kingdom needs are 2 different, entirely separate concerns. The grotto may call for her return. It may cry and scream and unleash its fury onto us with its curse, but we cannot return her. There is means losing her forever. This is her home. That place is not suitable for her. Is this something you wish to stake your life on? No matter. You have made your intentions clear. The kingdom you swore to serve is not your first priority as it should be. Well, your new priority should be praying to whichever God you believe in, so that they may have greater mercy on your soul than the blade that will pierce your throat. Use what little time you have between now and the moment you stand before the executioner. Remove him from my sight. Pay him no mind, love. The medicine works just as well to keep the curse at bay. Make sure you drink all of it. Pinch your nose if you have to. That's it. You're doing very well. There, no more until the week's end. Thank you, doctor. Please get some rest. That exposure must have placed quite a bit of strain on you. I will be fine. I wish to spend as much time with my bride as I can. In sickness and in health, certainly. Thank you. Your services are always appreciated. How are you feeling, love? We may need something more potent to last for much longer. Simple cough syrup will not do once you are regularly in the public eye. I'm afraid we should have worse cases than the one you were forced to witness. It needed to be done. I wouldn't allow you in your state of health to be sent to this grotto to die. If you did not succumb to your illness, surely by the hands of a monster or a thief, I would have sent even a creature of the woods to the place alone, much less a human. I will take that secret to my grave, no matter the cost. It all will be worth nothing if anyone knew. The soldiers, the clerics, my peers, and my father. Can you imagine, even if my own father? He'd strip me of my title at the mere suggestion of marrying a commoner. And even worse, your health. He'd have my tongue ripped out and fed to the dogs. Even now, his acceptance of our marriage is held by a thread. If only for the power he believes you can bring to our bloodline, that is the only truth he needs to believe, and I will dedicate my life to reinforcing that truth. But still, there is a price to pay for perpetuating a lie. Soldiers leading you to your death. Clerics slowly poisoning you while trying to find a cure for something that isn't even real. Imagine if I had not interfered. That soldier was ready to drag you out into a monster-infested forest, to leave you there if you had been allowed to. What do you think I would have done had he come back with news of your inevitable death that he was responsible for? Best to have one person dead instead of two. Intentions only matter when you know the full truth. A real entity would have benefited from returning to nature. You would not. Allowing him to believe lies is more beneficial to me. So long as I can convince them all that there is medicine to keep you and those around you healthy, returning to the grotto will cease to be a variable option. Even if the clerics have been thoroughly convinced, they know better than to think cough syrup could hold back a curse. But when no harm comes to them after adding just one simple ingredient to the mixture, even they will start to believe. And I suppose with the sort of ingredient that it is, I too may have begun to believe. There are many things I've done to ensure that this secret is kept between us. With the three sacred entities in existence, one might start to question why a fourth has suddenly appeared. So it was best that we kept it at 3. All seems to be going well, even with one less around. The balance of nature is perfectly intact, so I suppose those 3 are just glorified attractions for people to gawk at and make wishes upon, or whatever nonsense the public has come up with to make sense of things they don't understand. I may have felt some remorse for culling the beast through with the medicine. She may still live on within you, hopefully to the point where your existence makes up for whatever was lost with her. Luckily, a splash of blood is enough to convince even the brightest of people that the properties of simple cough syrup have changed. I can't blame them, of course. Unicorn blood is said to have those sort of properties. So long as they continue to believe that's what they are using, I have no need to explain further. But I have no worries. Doubting their future king is no different from treason. If they value their lives, they will not question my method of procurement. I wish it didn't ruin the taste, but there is more to it than convincing my staff. In a sense, I too wish to believe in what may in fact be a lie. If her blood truly has magical properties, there could be a chance that you may take them on yourself and possibly get rid of your illness one day. But all that matters right now is that they believe, and this is my solution. But once her blood runs out, an alternative will be needed. I can spend my days hunting down something as elusive as a unicorn. However, I find that being consistent tends to provide better results. If the world can live without one sacred entity, surely losing a second won't be much different. Is there something the matter, love? After all of this time, with everything I've done to keep us together, you should know exactly who I am. I'm your love. Is that still hard to imagine? Let me help you see more clearly. Are those not the kisses you've always loved? I'm the same person as I always have been. Nothing has changed. I'm the one who promised you a better life. I promised to move mountains for you if I had to. I've already freed you from your unworthy family and all the rabble who dared to gaze upon you before your ascension. Of course, treasonous servants would share their same fate. Your life is worth more than anyone else's. No sacrifice is in vain if it means giving you the life you deserve and the one I want for you. I could never love anyone else. Not with all we've been through together. Not with the efforts I've put into allowing our love to flourish. I can't take it all back now. What's done is done, and I'll do what's worked up until now. I have held out hope that the world would see your value as I do. If a lie is what it takes, then so be it. But my greatest hope is to one day turn that lie into the truth. All you need to do is take your medicine as you've always done. Be grateful for the final gift that entities have given us. There are many magic creatures out there. If one's blood can't give you power, another is bound to. But even if all that sort effort is for naught, you have already solidified your place here in the kingdom. You will be my princess. No one else has a say in that. Anyone who understands their place will accept the truth they've been given. If not, they are welcome to share the fate of those equally as treasonous.